and girls, do you remember the story of the tortoise and the hare? It was written by Aesop, who was a Greek storyteller thousands of years ago. Let's read a little. So, there once was a speedy hare who bragged about how fast he could run. Tired of hearing him boast, slow and steady, the tortoise challenged him to a race. All the animals in the forest gathered to watch. Well, if you remember the ending, the rabbit actually tired out in the middle of the race and the tortoise won. And at the end, he said, slow and steady wins the race. Now, what does this have to do with food? Join me over here by the grass and I'll show you. So our body has to have energy, and oftentimes it comes from glucose or carbohydrates in the things that we eat. Now there's two kinds of carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates, kind of think of them as anything that has added sugar in it. It could be candy, it could be desserts, it could be baked goods, it could be juice. Well, simple carbohydrates are great for quick energy, kind of like that bunny that ran the race but then got kind of tired and took a nap while the tortoise won. Well, the tortoise just kept slow and steady, and that's a little bit like complex carbohydrates, which are like, whole grain things, or, fruits and vegetables, or rice, or all sorts of other things that you can get in your diet. Now, we need glucose in our diet, and so we need simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates, but we want a lot more of these. Today we're going to talk a little bit about butternut squash, and we're going to join Dave in his restaurant to be able to see how he makes butternut squash ravioli. We're here with my friend Dave, who's an awesome chef here in Salt Lake City. He's cooked coast to coast, Massachusetts, California, and now he's here in a restaurant called Nooch's in Salt Lake City, Utah. I asked him to help us make a few things with butternut squash.
Ooh, yeah, we're gonna make butternut ravioli, and for people who can't have cheese, then we're gonna make a butternut gnocchi, which is an Italian pasta dumpling. Fantastic stuff.
Sounds so delicious.
Excellent. So what we start with is we have some pasta dough rolled out. Now, if you don't have a pasta roller at home or an amazing chef like me, you can even use wonton pasta. It's already rolled out thin. It's
those little
really
wrappers
easy.
You can buy in the store.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
You can just use those to stuff those. So we have the pasta, a little flour.
Oh, how
we'll put it onto our mold. Oh, the stuffing, goodness sakes. We have roasted butternut squash. We cut this in half, lay it face down, roast it in the oven, 425, for about 30-45 minutes, depending on how big it is. Then when it comes out, beautiful, take the seeds out. Then we just mix this with a little ricotta.
You just scoop it out with a spoon. It's so soft.
Yeah, it's soft and just wonderful.
So you mix it with the ricotta.
Yep. We mix this with the ricotta cheese, a little Romano cheese.
Oh, that smells so good already.
Got that mixed in there. And then we make a little resting place for...
Oh, that's the secret.
That's the secret.
Okay.
We'll just take this.
I was telling the kids that color only comes from Mother Nature. That beta carotene, right?
Yep.
Just the orange vegetables, it's incredible.
So then what we do is we put the other side on.
Oh, that's awesome. So basically
cut
just
the raviolis.
cuts it for you. That's perfect.
And then we
pop them
out the other side.
Those are so cool.
And then we have wonderful raviolis. And then we just pop these in water.
Okay. So boiling water like you would just
boiling
regular
water
pasta.
like you would regular pasta, yeah.
Okay, I'm like, what, 8 to 10 minutes?
Oh, not even. With a fresh pasta, like maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh.
Easy.
Awesome.
They go into the drink. Okay, so now we have a little bit of butter, fresh sage leaves. We'll let that cook just until the butter starts to smell like caramel almost. So then, oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so incredible. So you cook them top down so that they'll get those milk solids on top.
Yeah,
and they're also decorated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
goodness. And then we take the little sage leaves.
Okay, you go first. Like, I feel like there's a special way to eat this, Dave.
With a fork.
With a fork, okay. It was fun. In our last episode, we talked about the history of forks. because you know, 100,000 years
Not
ago.
easy to eat pasta with a rock.
Mm-mm. Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
This seriously is the best. I feel like I'm eating like a healthy cinnamon roll. It takes a little bit. Is it the nutmeg that makes that cinnamon flavor?
Yeah.
Oh.
A little bit nutty.
Oh my gosh, that's so delicious.
Nice, tender, like fluffy little dumplings.
Oh,
Isn't that wonderful?
That is so incredible.
And you can try the ravioli.
Okay,
And we'll switch.
All right, we'll switch. Here we go. Butternut squash. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
Seriously?
really?
That's so incredible. That's so good, Dave. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. So, whether you grill it, saute it, eat it fresh, however you want to get butternut squash in your diet, enjoy it this week. And join me at home for yoga. So let's do our counting breath today. All we're going to do is go up to 10. I want you to start with an empty stomach and then slowly fill it up all the way with oxygen. Okay, here we go. All the way to the top and exhale. Nice job, let it all out. Okay, let's try it 2 more times. And exhale. Okay, last one, here we go. A little bit faster. Exhale. Nice job. Okay, so today we're going to start out in down dog. Do you remember how we do this? It's part of the sun salutation, but we're going to just start here today. This is kind of a fun one. Okay, so you're just going to make sure you do have lots of space around you, and you're going to come in the shape of an upside down letter V. Okay, so we're not like this. We're not, curved. We're trying to make this part of our body long and straight, and then this part of our body long and straight in the shape of a V. So we're going to stay here. We're going to take 5 breaths. Inhale. Nice job. Now, what we're going to do is turn that left heel into the floor and bring that right foot up. Okay? Then we're going to slowly come up into what we call warrior 1. Okay? So your front knee stays bent. Your back leg stays straight, and you're going to lift those arms straight up in the air, okay? Big deep breaths. Now, if my arms are like this, it's not going to help much. Let me face here so you can see. If they're straight up to the side of right by my ears, every single muscle in my arm is being used. So, take a big deep breath here. Inhale. Good. Reach those fingertips towards the sky, engage those muscles, and then use this knee muscle to bend just till it's right up above the ankle. Inhale. Last one. And exhale back down. Now come back to down dog. Okay, so from here we're going to come there, bring that right foot back and come back to down dog just for 2. Okay, so take 2 breaths here. Inhale. Okay, now the opposite side. Right heel turns in, left foot comes up. Okay, so keep that bent, that knee bent. Lift the arms up right to the side of the head, and you're here for 5 counts. Inhale. Last one. And release. Nice job. Come back to down dog. Okay, now stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Okay, now when you're ready, same foot, or actually the left foot now turns in, the right foot. So we're back to where we started, but we're gonna inhale up, and now we're gonna turn into warrior 2, okay? So now this one's kind of fun. You're gonna keep that knee bent. Sometimes it wants to turn in, but keep it open. Nice job. And then reach those fingertips to opposite sides of the room, like you're reaching for somebody here and reaching for somebody there. And you've got a good tension right across those shoulders. Now 5 breaths. Inhale. Good. Pay attention to where your body's feeling it. Which muscles are working pretty hard? I can feel it in my arms. I can feel it in my leg. I can even feel it in my back leg. Last one. Good. Now take that arm, windmill it all the way over. Release that right leg. Back to down dog for 2. Good. Now the right heel turns in, the left foot comes up. When you're ready, bring the arms all the way up. And we're going to open up to warrior 2 again. Big deep breaths here. Good. Now see how my knee is still bent? And sometimes that leg starts to turn in, but I want to keep it open so those muscles will stay engaged. And then reach those fingertips out. So you could almost draw a straight line from the fingers on your left hand to the fingers on your right hand. Now big deep breaths. Inhale. Nice job. Windmill that right hand all the way down. Left hand comes up. Back to down dog. Nice work. Okay, when you're ready, drop to the knees. Bring your knees wide apart and your feet come together. And then we're going to sit all the way back. Walk those hands up and drop your head down just to rest for a second. This is a nice pose that you can come into any time of day. It's called child's pose. Nice job. Okay, when you're ready, come all the way back up. And we're going to end with daydream. So today, we're going to try and do 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay? So again, starting at the very bottom of your legs and your toes, you want to think about every single part of your body. Try to tense it up and then try to relax it. Okay, so starting at your toes, find a comfortable position and think about those toes that help you walk and run and do all the things that you do all day, and then relax them. And then move up to your calf muscles, make them tight, 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 and relax them. Move up to your quadricep muscles and your hamstrings underneath, tight, 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 and then let them go. Move up to your sit bones and into your hips and into your stomach and your chest and your shoulders, make them tight, tight, tight. Think about all the ways that they work and help you all day long. And release. Nice job. Now move out to your biceps, your triceps, your forearms, and into your fists. Make them tight, tight, tight. Rotate your wrists. Open your fingertips. And release. Move into the face muscles. Wiggle your mouth. Make it wide. And then relax. Let everything stop moving. Just for a minute. Let it feel heavy. And see if you can think and hear your breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Breathing out the old oxygen that's already done its job and breathing in the new oxygen. See if you can get your mind to just listen to the breath, and everything else is to the side. If you have one thought that just won't leave, sometimes I pretend like I tie it to a balloon and I watch it float away. Good. When you're ready, slowly wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Move your shoulders. Slowly open your eyes and move your head side to side. And let's take a big deep breath all the way up to 12. Okay, inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. And exhale back down. Nice job. Fantastic job this week, and we'll see you next week on YogaMeDo.